if I could just get my people onto the coaching calls, like everything else just falls into place really
Mm-hmm.
seamlessly and they stay for longer.
Mm-hmm. So when people are in the coaching calls, where does sort of where do you like draw a line at extending help to people in your community? You're
I
coaching them.
don't.
Do you help them by writing like what do you not when people join? What are you doing specifically for a consignment store owner? And then
Man,
what do you like? I'm not gonna do that. Or it sounds like you don't have a limit, but
I don't. I will do it all. I will help them with their Canva templates. I will, for their flyers for their store. On the coaching calls, I do store layout reviews. Like they come on Zoom in their store and I will walk around their whole store. Even though there's a layout training that they can watch in the classroom,
mm-hmm,
we will do a mini little, and everybody's on the call watching, but I'll do layout
mm-hmm.
reviews. I do contract reviews, website reviews. I will look at their social media pages. I will look at their Canvas stuff. Um, then I ask, answer any questions. But most of the time when I'm helping them, I pull up a new document and I
Mm-hmm.
write down as I'm talking to them everything that I'm saying. So it's almost like they have this personalized document. And then right there on the call, I share the document and I comment under their registration. Like I have a post and they can register their questions. So everybody has access to the document, but it's very like a personalized step by step action plan for them so that they don't get off the call and wonder, what did she say? Oh, she had some
Ah,
really good points. It's like you have a document that says, this was step one, this is step two. I think you
wow,
should do
okay.
this.
And you're
Step
doing this
three.
on the fly, huh? Like with
Yeah.
during the call. So you said that you have a form, like so before your call happens, what is the thing that you ask your group to do for your before your call?
Yeah, so I make a post that says, here's how you can register for the call. And it has a list of like 10 or 12 things, ways that they can register. Because some people need ideas, like on what kind of questions should they be asking? Or,
Mm,
sometimes I say, like
okay.
one of them is, if you're new, tell me I'm new and I don't know where to start in the community. And
Okay.
that's their registration. So I give them a list of how they should register for the calls, what kind of questions they can ask, and
Mm-hmm.
they ask the questions through the week. And then on Monday on the call, I pull up the registration. So I share it on my screen and I just go registration by registration.
I see.
And
Okay.
as soon as I start answering somebody's question, I comment to their registration and I say answering at the so and so minute mark so that now everybody on the call knows exactly. So for the replay, they know
Mm-hmm.
when I'm answering the question. And then at the end, after all the registrations are done, I open it up to whoever's on the call. And if they post in the chat, I will copy and paste it and I'll put it in the registration, like on the Skool post myself.
You know, it would be
Um,
really interesting to this maybe sometime after this meeting. It'd be really interesting to do a deep dive like visually together walking through what one of those has been like so other people can learn about this because there's a
yeah.
lot of disconnect between the advice of like get people on a meeting every week that helps to all the way to like where you are, which is like they register, there's these options, they do this when we get on, there's this
Yes.
structure and this is how it's executed. And I think
Yes.
that it would be interesting to see this and to walk through it.
Yeah.
And
It has
because you've
really
got to,
helped a lot. And then there's
yeah.
nothing on my end. Like after the call is done, I just am uploading the Zoom video to Vimeo and then putting it into the same. So I
Okay.
edit the lesson on Skool and I just delete the registration stuff. I say all the questions and timestamps are in the comments and I put the video
Mm-hmm.
there and I immediately create the post for the next week. So the post is live for a whole week, the registration for the next call.
Got it. And is that always pinned? Is there always a registration pinned?
Always.
So you have a registration pinned, and do you, at this time, it's like December 2024, there's no like onboarding experience for Skool, but I know that Skool is working on an onboarding experience. So this might, I don't know, this conversation will probably shift once they do that. But do you have like any new member onboarding pinned items, or do you just have it in the classroom?
So I have a welcome module that they go through that has several, it's like broken up because I think that that's how I like it best. So like one is
Hmm.
like download the school app. The next one
Hmm.
is like here's what to do next. The next one is like let's play a welcome game. I always have everybody play a
Mm.
welcome game, which I
What is
love.
a what is this? What
It's
is a
just a
welcome game?
post in the community, and all they have to do is put a picture in the comments of the last picture that they took in their store. And if they post a
Mm.
picture, I unlock a module inside of the classroom. It's the only classroom module that I have locked.
Wow, that's so cool. I love that.
And
It's
it gets
clever.
them because, like, at first they have to learn about school. Like, they don't know what this
Hmm.
thing is, and that's a big hurdle. So, like, getting them to play on a post, getting them to like attach a
Hmm.
photo, it's like by doing this, you're teaching them the platform in a
Yeah.
fun way that also then still creates engagement. So every member who comes in is going through this welcome module, and it's really like trying to teach them the different features of school without saying,
Hmm.
here's how you do this it
Yeah.
in like a boring way.
It's a game. And what
Yeah.
happens when people post their photos? Does that turn into other threads
Yeah.
of, because that's such an interesting thing to see all the other stores.
Yeah, because it comes up all the time. So people will
Mm.
comment and be like, "Hey, where'd you get those so and so?" Like that's normally what it is. People are like looking
Mm.
at shelves or like whatever, and they're like, "Hey, where'd you get those from?" So
Wow. Okay. Dang, that's awesome.